everybody to the Township of Nipissing Recreation Committee meeting for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. It's about 3 minutes to 7. Do we have any disclosure of pecuniary interest? I see none. So we just need a motion to approve, a first and a seconder to approve the minutes from last month's meeting. Tom and Kathy? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, perfect. And first thing on our agenda is trivia updates. What? All in favor, sorry, all in favor. All in favor, good. Straight. First thing on our agenda is trivia update. Who wants to update for trivia?
Me. So, yeah, trivia is May 6th, Saturday, May 6th. Things are pretty much ready to go advertisement wise. Poster will be going out tomorrow. As of tomorrow, they can register. I'll take the first 21 teams. I can get 21 teams. Now that's a mixture of teams of 4 and 6. If that fills up, I'll start a wait list. What else? Oh yeah. George Winters, I've asked him to help us out with some music and stuff, and he has kindly agreed to help us with that. So he will be here that night as well. Keep things going music wise for us. What else?
How big of a team?
Teams of 6 or 4.
4 or 6?
Yeah.
So we have 12 tables of 6 and 9 tables of 4.
It'll be first come, first serve. How I'm gonna do registration. That's kind of a touchy subject, but I'm going to, once it's out, they can email me. I have requirements. It's all gonna be on the information sheet with your name, your team name, and your phone number for contact. The reason why I'm asking them to do it through email is because it's very easy for me to timestamp, so I can't get, oh, well, I registered at this time and so-and-so registered at that time. No, this is how it is, and here's the proof of that. Not that I suspect we'll get much of that, but it'll be easier to do that way, and then that way I can just keep a running list. And then closer to the end of the month or so, depending on, like, I don't know, could fill up in an hour, could fill up in 3 days, could take a month. Once I'm full, that's it. I start a wait list if need be. And then if for whatever reason, a couple days before or, day of, I get contact saying that, hey, we can't make it, I'll call the first person on the list and just move my way down.
That's awesome.
Just so it's, try to keep it fair. Thought it would be easier that way.
And this will be our first time, so it'll be a good indicator of how,
Yeah,
and then grow from there, right?
yeah.
Lots of interest, lots of people asking questions. When is it starting? When is it opening? When are we going to be able to register? Because we want to be the first on the list.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, $20 a team.
What do you need for volunteers that night?
Well, I'm not 100% sure as of yet. I mean, I'm gonna be doing the talking, rather. Just a little FYI, that's slightly out of my comfort zone, but I'll get her done. People say I have a big mouth. We'll see. As for volunteers, sorry,
We won't know until, like, I don't know.
I know. Pardon me?
Depends how many teams if it fills up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's to say, if I get a whole bunch of teams, fine. What if I get 10? It's gonna be different, right? So. Yeah.
I think we'll know more in about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Like once people start registering and what have you.
yeah. And I'll just I'll keep our line of communication open. So I'll just email So if you just see like random updates, like from me, of just, hey, this is kind of where we're at. And then I can go about asking if need be that way,
That's awesome. Yeah.
and then you can let me know if you're available or not. Any other questions?
So there is a list of rules.
Yeah.
And the rules are the rules.
The rules are the rules.
So
Rule
the
number-
answer that is wrote on that rule list for the question is the answer, regardless if it's not.
And it is absolutely zero. Like zero tolerance. This is a dry event. And I have that stated on every piece of everything that states trivia on it. We, yeah, we're not going down that road.
So, and there won't be any controversy, nothing. It's whatever's wrote down on the rules for the answer will be it. We're not gonna debate it, nothing that night.
No,
We apologize in advance if it isn't, for some strange reason, it's not the right answer, but it's the answer we're doing that night. And it will be filed away.
And fix
They
later.
always make that quite clear and there's none, really.
yeah. I mean, if you want to debate it and think I'm wrong, then that's fine, but then I
But you're
know
right that night.
that's my night, so.
Because the
your night.
answers have been,
Correct.
the answers have been checked and then double checked,
Oh,
so more than one
absolutely.
source, so.
Oh, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I dream about trivia.
I
That
threw a
means it's
list
gonna be
of
good.
questions in. Don't know if they'll make the cut, but we'll see.
Awesome.
We're gonna do payment that night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that would just be,
Yeah, I like that idea more,
best.
because I'm gonna be
Um,
here as well, so.
I have, so once I have a floor plan already, made out on how and where the tables are gonna go and where we need to leave space, obviously for exit reasons and whatnot. The list of rules, I have them done up and we'll have them printed and laminated. They will be on every table as well, so that if, you know, you wanna question it, well, there it
And
is.
they'll also be emailed out to everybody that registers as well, right? We talked about that, so
Yeah.
whoever's running the team will get a copy and
Yeah.
they're have to distribute it.
Oh, what else? We have the whiteboards. I actually found a really good deal on,
Erasers.
yes, I don't know what the
Whiteboard.
technical,
Whiteboard markers. and
Dry
erasers.
erase marker.
dry erase markers, and the brushes, sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I picked those up. Food and drink. Okay, so that was another thing I wanted to bring up as well. We were going to, sell hot water chips, and I get great pleasure in this. I was gonna do, candy cones.
Yeah.
I love doing that
Oh
stuff.
my
so-
God, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Like they
Now-
have at the museum, they sell in the summers?
yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do anything? Because you know, with the other ones, when everybody brings their own,
I'm sorry, yeah, I did put that on the flyer. Like, bring your own snacks, like you're more than welcome to, you wanna bring a pizza, you know? That's your table, you do what you want.
But the canteen will be there.
Yeah.
If by chance
Okay.
you want it, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
if,
was wondering.
if
Yeah.
someone wants to purchase something, then that's,
Okay,
that's fine.
And we'll just revolve that into our other events.
Whatever's raised, yeah.
Yeah, like anything left over too, like we'll move it into soccer or Canada Day, we'll just roll it over into other events.
Mhm.
So it won't go to waste.
Yeah.
So whatever we don't sell, we'll just roll into other events.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions, thoughts? All right, we'll move on to bottle drive update.
So the bottle drive went really well, yesterday. We collected 256.40. And it was less than a half hour.
It
So,
is the easiest one we've done yet.
And like you said, I think we should be doing something for Jillian.
I really,
I've been doing it since the start.
Yeah.
You can't do what we do without what she's been doing for us. So I think you gotta give the staff, the dump, a minimum of some kind of gift card for Timmy's or one of the stores. Each end, I don't know. Gotta do something. You gotta-
So just food for thought, if you don't mind. We are gonna put on the next agenda, what was that called? To look at our volunteers and stuff, like your appreciation thing.
Mhm.
So I did make a note for the next agenda, so we could talk about that as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll see what we can do for them.
There were some ideas about the students and stuff that help us with a bunch of events. So I put it on the next agenda.
Awesome. Yeah. And I think it'd be a great chance to talk to them and say thank you to them. Because I mean, they come out and help us every event. Any questions about Bottle Drive? Okay, Easter update. So I can take this one. We spent the weekend. We got all the clues done for the Easter scavenger hunt. So they are done. What we have done is we've steered away from the museum this year. So we're not going anywhere near the museum this year, only because we don't want them cutting through backyards and we're not sure what the snow, mud, whatever situation is going to be like. So we have them going, they'll be over near the school, there'll be township office, yard, and in this section, the rink, this whole area. We'll set it out really clearly for them. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna come in and we're putting teams together. So we wanna hold parents together with the kids. So it won't be us wandering around with them, it's gonna be a family unit. So we put it together enough to make 5 teams of 8, which I think will be fun. Something that came up and somebody had a really great idea is we don't want them, and what happened last year was the kids, the older kids just scattered. And they went and found all the eggs and the younger kids were like, eh. So what we thought we'd do is put some, every team will have a skipping rope. And they need to hold on to the skipping rope to stay together as a team.
That's a good idea.
And that way the younger kids don't get lost,
That's a good idea.
right? And they have to come back holding the skipping rope. So I thought it might be a little fun. It might be a little fun, something, and somebody brought it up, and I think it's a great way to keep the younger kids and keep them together. I think we'll let them pick their teams unless we have to step in and kind of help put people together, right? But so we have enough for 8. In among the clues, what we've also done is we've thrown, each team will have 3 empty eggs somewhere. So they'll get a clue somewhere and say, hey, you found this team, you found this clue, but you're missing 3 more eggs and you need to go find 3 more eggs. So each team will have that opportunity to go find 3 more eggs just to keep them a little busier, just something fun, right? There's hard clues, there's not so there's clues geared towards the younger kids and there's clues geared towards the older kids to have some fun with it. That's a big part of that. So we have Kathy's working on the icing for the cookies. Dee's working on cookies.
We need how many?
40. So I would say we have 40 kids registered, correct?
Correct. We had 42 and we had 2 back out.
Okay,
Unfortunately, something came up.
so if we can do 80 cookies, that gives 2
That's
per
what I
child.
told her the other day, just guessing on what the numbers were, but we were kind of waiting to see
Yeah.
what we were gonna ask to do.
What I've asked them to do is make us 100 eggs. So I did ask for 100 eggs in case something breaks or something happens that way. So we are gonna do 100 eggs just in case. So there'll be the cookie table, there'll be the egg table, the egg decorating table. Terry Lynn, you guys have taken care of the ears and the feet for the egg, the egg decorating table. So they spend all their time cutting those out for us. And so craft table, eggs, cookies, and scavenger hunt, right? So it'll be fun. The only thing we're gonna have to do is, and something that came up was, we're gonna have to try and keep the kids moving, because last year what we found happened is some kids just parked themselves at a table and never moved, and we couldn't get them to every table. You were telling me about it, right? So Kathy was saying they parked themselves there, so we're gonna have to try and keep them moving. You finished your cookies? Let's go on to the next table and let's have some fun. So every bag has some of the grass for the bottom of it. So there's grass, we picked up bubbles,
Bubbles, kite, chalk.
chalk,
We had donations come in,
of some
some
candies.
candy and
I think they were cookies.
cookies,
Cookies, they're little cookies, yeah.
which was greatly appreciated.
So that's what'll go in their bag on top of the eggs they do on top of the cookies they make, right? So it'll be fun. I think it's a pretty good day, and we booked it in for 12 to 2. It might take us a little more than 2 o'clock. But, maybe we can put it out there if we can, dress for the weather. Dress for the weather,
Yeah, we'll do a post tomorrow.
because we have no idea what it's gonna be like. No idea.
Neither does the weatherman.
We went to an event yesterday and I watched some grown men walk through this deep of water. And as we're walking, they're like, did you wear boots? No? Okay, go there. So you don't know what's gonna happen, right?
What about help?
So I think we have everybody in place. Everybody's been in place already. They know where they're going, what their stations are. We're more than welcome
'Cause
to.
we have 2 new members that probably don't know anything about this, so.
Oh. Wanna come help us? Do
See if
you wanna
we-
share
Sure,
your
I'm
first?
you
here
gotta
with my
include them.
child
We'll
anyway.
need those kids.
My kid's gonna be there, so I'll be there.
So I'd love to have somebody, to help on the, I got myself onto the bag table. So I'd love to have help on the bag table.
Okay.
And then we can wonder. And then who has egg table? Do you want help on your egg table? You guys want to, huh?
Kira's gonna come help too.
Okay,
So, and then with the other kids.
and we can get them going. We can move them around.
What time do you want us there? 11?
Yes, but hang on, go ahead, Will.
So I'm gonna take everything down to the museum, or down to the ring shack this week. So everything's gonna be down there for Saturday for you.
Okay.
So you won't have to come and get anything. That is my donation to the event. I'm
You
gonna take
rock.
everything down. And I'll make sure the doors open.
We're gonna go at 10 and hide the eggs. And then it really is a matter of 20 minutes to get the table set up
Oh,
and
okay.
you're ready to go.
11:30.
Yeah, so I would say 11 is good,
Okay.
because people show up early, no matter what we do. Questions or thoughts? No? Okay. Next is that box. James, you're up.
I bought the lumber for the last round. Aaron's took the leftover pieces and made us 8 bird feeders to go with the thing, so I'm all done. They're all pre-drilled. And I just have the last 10 to bundle up to have together. And then I'm looking for a place to store them all.
Take them down to the ring. We can take them down to the ring shack.
Because it's filling up.
Yeah. How many do we have then?
We got, I got 10, 11 the last batch, and then 8 bird feeders. And I think I got 10 the first one.
So we have
They don't
21 bat boxes
I believe so. I'll count them when I get
and
them all.
8 for the younger children.
Then I got those bird feeders, and then I got 11 of the pre-made ones just for them to paint.
Awesome. And what time is that running, James?
Get them. It's in May sometime,
I want to say it's May 27th, and I want to say it was 10:30
10:30
to 12:30-ish.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna do it at the museum to help kick off their start of their year. So we have 21, so we're gonna do the first 21
yeah.
pre-register, or is it just first come, first serve, or how do you wanna?
But if you have first come first serve, you could have some that don't get any.
So we'll do registration like we talked about?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. Make sure that they bring a screwdriver or parents accompaniment. Preferably. Don't leave me 21 kids.
So for our new members, James has graciously offered to help with this and put it together, so the kids have something to build and take home with them. which is fantastic. We originally, yeah,
It's not, the bat box is all 1 inch lumber, 1x6, 1x8, so it's not something that's gonna fall apart. The last piece of the puzzle, I gotta go to Public Works and get some snow fence. Put it inside for the bats to hang upside down. And I think Kristen has a little flyer for how bats are really help the community. So
There's actually snow fence in the rink shack.
is there something there? I gotta go get it and I gotta cut it all up to fit the bat boxes.
Did it staple it on?
So you just sandwich it between the two.
Okay.
any questions?
I believe you guys have all the paint. Kristen, you guys bought the paint?
Yeah, we'll have the paint and some stickers.
I think it'd be fun for the kids.
Yeah.
Help with the mosquito situation.
Some left,
So they tell me.
if there's some left over, we'll just assemble them and put them up around the township properties there.
It's awesome. Yeah.
What are the age requirements? What are you looking at? 6 and up?
Any age.
Because the younger,
2.5-year-old.
the younger ones, I have pre-built stuff, so all I have to do is paint.
Okay.
So I got some of those.
And mom and dad or mom or
Yeah,
dad will be
yeah.
around to help them, right?
Yeah,
And we'll have volunteers around that will really help if they need
three
help.
lots around it. It doesn't take long if I have a screw gun to help them assemble them. If the kids just start the screws, I can go around and put them in. I'm gonna help them out. They gotta learn a little bit, right?
It's a good deal. Any other questions around bat boxes?
Make sure, I got a sign from Parents. So when we do it, we can put it up. They donated the first 10, so it's of no
That's
cost
awesome.
to us or anybody.
Perfect. Okay, next on the agenda is team dance. Were you helping us with that one?
Oh, I've been told yes. Kristen and I spoke about that the other day. I haven't done much. I just found out about it, like, but so I'm definitely looking into that.
Okay,
Kristen and I did discuss that the other day. I'll look into everything and
we've had some kids asking about it.
that's good.
So when were you thinking of doing this and what were the times we were thinking there?
So it isn't on our schedule at all at this point. So it would be a new addition.
Can I see that for a second?
So, yeah,
So it's up for debate.
it's up for debate on the timeline, but they're definitely asking about it, so.
I would, if you're gonna have something like that, I would have it early afternoon and early evening. That way you don't get the bigger kids coming in later.
What's the age category? Because there isn't, I remember when I was young, when they did them in Boston, they had 2 different age categories. They did 6 to 12, from like 3 to 5, and then from 5 till 7 or so was the next 12 to 15. They broke them down in 2 different groups. So it did stop the younger and the older kids from going together.
So that's the kind of information we need. And would this be something you're looking for like in the summer, or is it a fall, outdoor, indoor, like?
Occasions, monthly.
So to put it out there right now, the only, like, if you were to pick like a day, like a weekend or like a Saturday or whenever it may be, June right now, the only thing we have in June is Andrew's putting on soccer now during the week, Thursdays. So if you wanted to pick a weekend,
It used to be, this is a long time ago, I think it was every 2 months on the first or the last Friday of the month, they would do it not every month, but I think, like I said, every 2 months, the last Friday for those couple hours. And then if it was an occasion, they would do a theme. So like it was Halloween, then you had costumes. If it was St. Patrick's Day, you could dress up or whatever. It was different, like depending on the month. And then some months it was just, okay, you know what? It's just for fun to get everybody together if there wasn't anything going on.
You really wanna focus on that age, it has nothing. Right?
So,
Like Kira, she'd be 13, she's too old for soccer, so we wanna do like what, 13 to.
That's kind of what we were aiming for, like our older group.
18, like, I don't.
Not 18.
Teens.
yeah, that's too high.
I was thinking my oldest, like teens, right?
13 to
Just to get
16.
them in there, give them something to do.
Yeah, 13 to 16 sounds great.
Mhm.
And you probably only get your
And then if
13,
there's-
14, 15s maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
18 to 15.
So you get like a DJ?
Yeah, unless you want me to sing.
Yes, I would.
Karaoke
You like
instead of
karaoke?
dance, it's all of a sudden now.
Yeah,
Could do karaoke.
I think the kids would have fun with some karaoke.
You have a ball.
Yeah, do we do that instead of a DJ?
But then it kind of is more one or the other, I think, right? Because then if there's not somebody singing the karaoke, is there music for them to dance to?
Yes, we have, we actually bought already a karaoke. It's a big speaker and karaoke mics with it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so we have use of that also.
And we have a TV and projector, so.
Yeah,
Could be a
You
nice.
kind of do need a karaoke machine, because they gotta be able to read the words, I guess, maybe the kids are smart.
We have all that.
We have it already.
Oh, good.
so there'd be no cost really.
No, and it works, you plug your phone into the karaoke, into the speaker, so if you just want to play music, you can make your own playlist, or just as the kids request it. If you have Spotify or whichever you have, then you
Well,
just play whatever you want to play.
That's cool.
And it would be probably loud enough if you were to rolling it in here, it would probably, the speaker would be playing loud enough to work as well.
So what's your capacity like for your kids? Like how many kids would you expect? Like what's your Nipissing Township or how far are you advertising this?
We always try to focus everything we try to do around ours, but of course, we're gonna expand because you have relatives, you have grandparents, you have aunts, uncles that will bring in their kids and stuff. But
So like the Poisson and okay, just, so you could have like 50.
yeah, a lot of our
Something like-
advertising we do on the website, Facebook, flyers at the local stores, and then where it goes from there.
Word of
People
mouth,
sharing.
For sure, yeah.
So we could get, I mean, look what,
I like the idea of the younger and then move into the older.
two age groups, yeah. I like that idea.
Cause you almost could do one before dinner, then one kind of after dinner. Something,
Absolutely.
so you would only have to have snacks and stuff here, you wouldn't have to. Yeah, a few more
So-
details, that'd be awesome.
So what's the younger age group?
6 to 12,
6?
is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what it was, because I didn't think that, like, any younger, you need a lot more supervision, right? And like, then your lights are off and you've got lots more going on, the older kids, it just, it's really, really busy.
And I know we get some good chaperones.
Oh, yeah.
We got a few, yeah.
I'll play.
Yeah, I'm getting a couple texts from other people that would love to chaperone
Yeah.
them. Cause they're kind of grumpy, so they.
That's me.
No, no, you're not. you're-
Oh, yeah, I
you
am.
didn't.
Oh, or are they being chaperoned? Are they being chaperoned told?
No, no, just somebody texting me and it's okay. They'll get their day.
Yeah, chaperone and being a part of the dance, that's two different things, right?
Well, doesn't the chaperone have to be a part of the dance? Like,
I
don't you
don't
have to dance? Don't you have to
no.
dance with the kids?
Okay, now we have to be careful who we select to come.
Okay, okay, perfect. So can we add it some more to another discussion for next month and kind of expand on it from there? put together what you can, then we can talk about it more from there.
Okay.
Awesome.
Something else, do we need a vulnerable police check? If we're working on kids? Okay,
We can touch on that after. I can touch-
okay, please.
So next is storage building update. What,
One other
sec.
quick question, while we're talking about the dance, would it be a charge, like an event that they have to pay to get into? Or is this free? Because it used to be like $2 for the kids. It was like a donation to help just cover
That's information that you bring forward. That'd be up
other
to you
stuff,
guys.
okay.
Let
Think
us
about
know
it,
what you're
okay, I just
thinking.
wasn't sure if that was already,
I know somebody threw the idea of a donation.
that's a great idea. A
Yeah.
food
Food bank
donation.
for the donation, or donation for the food bank or something?
Yeah.
Sorry, don't mean to go back, just so my mind is there. I also put that on the trivia night. That the food bank donations are welcome.
Oh,
Sorry,
perfect.
didn't mean to
Yeah, I
mention.
know.
Yeah.
I did that and then I thought, well, amongst us, we can
Yeah,
have it there.
and we also put that on our Halloween
Yeah.
for this year and Christmas run this year. So both those are wrote on when they come up to that time of
Yeah.
year. So,
Sorry.
No worries, I just wanted to.
Perfect.
and just so we donate to both food banks. So it'd go to Callender and Powassan. Because half the township goes to Callender and half goes to Powassan.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Storage building update.
So we did get the storage building. I'll pass around the pictures. So this will go at the rink shack. I'm gonna meet with the road super just to show him my ideas and make sure that it's gonna be okay for plowing. We don't wanna enter the plowing. So this will be a place we can store all our soccer nets, anything to do with outdoors. And then what we'll do is we'll just leave everything here for the community center. So like the whiteboards and stuff we can leave downstairs, but anything that we'll use at the park, we'll take over and put in the storage building.
10 by 12?
8 by 12. I believe it's 8 by 12.
Which should be more than what we need, right? Oh, yeah.
I hope so, because as we grow, as we getting more members and putting on more events, that's gonna become a necessity to put stuff away.
Just add another 12 in the end.
Yeah, you
Knock
know.
walls out, make it
We
bigger.
did that.
Just have to really make sure with this building that it doesn't all just get tossed in.
It's
It
organized.
needs to be organized so that somebody can say, James, I need you to go to the building and grab this, and this is where it is. You know,
Yeah.
because we can't start off
Throwing it in.
just in a shamble, because then it's
That was the basement here.
back to downstairs, that's right.
Yeah, we got that fixed.
Yep.
But. Oh,
And that stuff in the basement can go in there now.
Anything that we'll use at the park, yeah, we'll take.
so outside stuff there, inside stuff stay here, things that can get damaged.
Do we need some shelves or anything inside that?
We started, we got 12 totes right now with the proper lids. So we're gonna start labeling everything. So we can either put shelves up or we can just stack the totes up and we'll have to just see how it goes from there.
Well, I wonder if we might be able to put hangers up and stuff and hang stuff on the,
Yeah.
you know, it might work too.
Yeah.
As we
So we'll
grow.
probably, in the next few weeks, we'll probably get it delivered. We're just waiting for the snow to melt down a bit.
Awesome. Perfect. Any other questions about storage? Okay. Next on the agenda, meeting time change.
So Chris and I have been talking, we've had a couple of inquiries about, is everybody okay with meeting at 7 or do you want to meet at 6:30? We're not sure what everybody's, by the time you get off work, come, like, we're not fixed to 7 o'clock, so it's a board decision. So we're just looking for some feedback or think about it.
I would prefer 6:30.
6:30 works better for me too.
Yeah.
6:30 works for me.
Right now, no issue. We'll see when the summertime comes and I start working again, but should be good.
Okay, perfect. So if everybody's okay, we'll move next meeting to 6:30 and we'll change it for May.
Awesome.
Perfect, thank you.
Am I ready to move?
Just because I'm new here, when are the meetings? Is it like usually every Monday of the first Monday of the month?
Did you get my email?
Yes, but it's just said this date, did it not?
No, the email before that?
No.
No problem, I'll get you that.
So yes, it's the
Sorry.
first Monday of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, first Monday of the month.
And, sorry, just so everybody knows, Kristen's been having some email issues. It's not.
It's not a personal thing.
No,
She's not
it's
just
not.
gonna like jump over the table and okay.
I receive some random emails from her once in a while or delayed. So she'd send me something and I'd get it 3 or 4 days later. So some funky little email.
I send an email, a couple hours go by, I don't hear anything back, and it's like, okay, just call them. Did you get my email? No, it's like, oh.
Snail mail across the road, it gets stuck in the sand going over to his house.
Also, the Sunday before the meeting, we do bottle drive. So we collect all the empties at the landfills at 10 o'clock.
So every Sunday before
Yeah,
It's becoming very easy and it's fun.
at 10 a.m. At the which dump,
so whichever one you're closest to,
okay?
or we can meet at the location that so either South Shore at Foot at 10:15. So we'll send out an email usually that week before. Just to remind everybody, and I'm anticipating a quiet one for May. The first week in May, and then June will probably start picking up.
Yeah.
One of those screws up. I was looking on the calendar, I think Sunday is the last day of the month. So it's still, I think it's April. I think the last day of April is a Sunday, before our meeting.
My thought is we just continue with it, because so we
Yeah.
stay on track, but
So, because I had written down our next meeting is May something. First,
May first,
May
yeah. April 30th is the
first,
Sunday,
yeah.
May first, yeah.
so April 30th would be the next bottle drive then, is that right? Okay,
correct.
and then May 1st is our meeting.
Wow, it's fast.
Technology, you guys are so good.
Okay, go ahead. You ready for me? Okay, next on the agenda is a motion to remove the change rooms and washrooms at both municipal benches. We need a mover and a seconder for it.
Speeches.
Tom and James, beaches, Tom and James.
We knew what you meant.
That was fast.
Yeah,
That is replaced by the double-sized units.
Okay, so that's what we said, right, Will? They replaced double-size porta potties?
Well, they're not doubles, they're, they classify them as oversized
Wheelchair accessible?
wheelchair.
Oh,
So that you'll have room to kind of change at the front, then the washroom
yeah.
part. So they'll be in from, I believe it's, don't quote me, but I believe it's June 2nd to September 1st, I believe, they'll be in. So there'll be one at each landfill and then the one at the park. They'll be cleaned every 2 weeks, and the company supplying them will do all that. We're just waiting for one more quote to come in,
So it'll just be one at each park.
one at each.
All in favor? Yes. We're good to go. That's everyone. Awesome. Thank you. Next is the Commander Community Center, community update.
Well, we'll be having our spring dance on Saturday, April 22nd. And we're still on track for a community yard sale on May 20th. Tomorrow we'll be having our first ever joint board meeting of the Commander Community Center and the Heritage Center. Looking for opportunities for mutual cooperation and advancement.
Excellent.
Ron, do you have any advertisement for the yard sale and the spring dance?
Not yet.
Okay, if you can pass that along to me, I can post it and put it on our website as well.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any questions for Ron?
How much you charge for a spot, Ron?
I think it's 10 outdoors, 15 indoors.
And then I guess. Where does that- Okay, so we're motion to adjourn. Oh,
I'm moving.
you're moving, he's moving. Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Tom, and it's 7:43. Sounds like a plan. Kathy and Tom, Mayor Piper.